On 2nd and 5. Hampton looks to the air. Pass complete. And in the clear is Brown. And no one is going to catch him. 83 yards. In the win against Western Illinois. So this one from 42 yards out. And Woodle just drills it down the middle to give the Huskies the lead. Saw was injured in the preseason, so he was going to be that left tackle, but out for the year. This pass is broken up at the 45-yard line. Incomplete.
Looks like it's intercepted.
Furman looks like he got it. Interception for Furman as the ball was juggled. That is
got him.
Hammock, and he's got another wide open. Brown streaking down the sidelines to about the 11-yard line. Watts finally chased him down. Much longer one from 42 earlier. And he's got it. So he's got a second field goal of the game.
The Huskies at Northern Illinois can't do it either. Keeps throwing the ball to 5.
2nd down and 1. Leonard's going to pass. Down the middle. Intercepted. Right into the arms of Marion Knighton. And Knighton is finally wrestled down close to midfield. What a time to throw a pick. Yards to give the Huskies the lead. Snap good, hold good, kick good. Wow. Wind, but this is an awful lot to ask. Mitch Jeter, and that's blocked at the line of scrimmage. And the Huskies are celebrating the biggest upset in their school's history.
Alexander got a blocker in front of him off the left side, lowers his shoulder and powers to the goal line. He's in, and Vandy draws first blood on a 7-yard Cedric Alexander score. Some mustard on that snap. Milroe near side, batted up, and it is intercepted. Fontenette to the corner. He's in. And Vandy's got a 2-score lead on a 28-yard interception return by Randon Fontenette against Missouri 2 weeks ago. They'll run it, and another stretch, and this one's good enough. Cedric Alexander with the touchdown plunge from a yard out. And Vandy strikes again. Not out of the shotgun. They're 2 of 3 on 4th down this year. Pavia wants to throw. He goes down the middle. It is caught. Touchdown. Vanderbilt and Junior Sherrill. That might be the most Diego Pavia play ever.
Growing up, he was always the youngest and the smallest.
Milroe directing, and he gets drilled. Lost the football. Jalen Milroe gives it up. Miles Capers delivered the hit. They say Vanderbilt football. Got Alexander next to him. Little replay. Pavia throws. Touchdown, Vanderbilt. Kadron Johnson with the catch, and Vandy extends its lead. Pavia keeps it. Pavia picks up the first down, and the unlikeliest of heroes has guided Vanderbilt to what will be its first ever win against number 1. What an investment they've made in Diego Pavia, this attitude, this program, and the biggest win on the West End. Vanderbilt takes down number 1 Alabama.
Into more of a nickel look, 5 DBs.
3rd and 4, they cash in on the 3rd down, and maybe more. Off to the races, and going all the way to the end zone, the speedster Dexter Jackson.
Left tackle Apatow was shaken up on the last play, and here's a reverse the other way. A good block, and to the end zone. Did he get in?
No, shoved out of bounds, stepped out of bounds actually before he got there at the 4-yard line. And now 4 at the top of your screen. Slant, catch made, and that is a touchdown for the Mountaineers. Hans Badishan, born in Haiti, moved to Miami, the only married player on this Mountaineer team. To the bottom of your screen. And the quick slant is Jackson. He'll run away from everybody. Touchdown, Appalachian State. And they are jumping up and down and celebrating on the Appalachian State sideline. And now Edwards will find the end zone. Touchdown, Mountaineers. Here they come after Edwards. Steps up, throws to Hillary to the 15-yard line.
31 yards out.
And it is good.
Defense. Can Sean Crable do it again?
Edwards rolling left, throws across the middle, caught by Hillary all the way to the 5-yard line. Julian Roush, the all-time leading scorer among kickers in Appalachian State history. This is for one of the greatest upsets in the history of college football. And it is good. Here we go. They're going to kick the field goal. It'll be Jason Gingell out of the hold of Mesco. Good snap. Good hold. And the kick is blocked. Appalachian State has stunned the college football world. One of the greatest upsets in sports history.
35 straight wins at home, 24 in conference play. Herschel Dennis now checks into the backfield. Booty's pass picked off. Could be golden goal post for Yancey. Touchdown, Stanford.
Back pressure as he gets closer in.
And here they come. Pritchard goes back. Hit as he lets it fly, looking for Bradford. Caught inside the 5-yard line. My goodness. Kimball, right side, tries to go over the top. Touchdown, Stanford. Tonight, and his dad is probably smiling down on him. Stewart, right side, has a hole. Over the 40, close to the 35-yard line for the true freshman. And he splits the uprights. Got everybody up on the line. They back off and rush 5. Here's the pressure on Booty. Pass. Incomplete. Intercepted at the 38-yard line by Osai. Knocked down at the 45-yard line. The 3rd interception by John David Booty tonight. Richard steps up. Goes over the middle. Pass is caught right at the 1st down line. Sherman. 4th and goal from the 10. Pritchard, straight drop, goes to the fade to the other side. Bradford, touchdown USC! Stanford, touchdown Stanford, my goodness! 4th down and 16. They only rush 3. Booty's got time, hit as he throws, and it's going to be picked off. This one's in the books. Bo McNally just takes a knee at the 48-yard line. Stanford is going to upset the #1 team in the country.
Baylor only sends 3. Calvert, caught! Touchdown, Gandy Golden! Top of your screen. On 3rd down, it's picked off! This should be a touchdown! There goes Turner! Welcome to the game, Chris Turner! His 3rd play in the game, and it results in a touchdown! Looking that direction. He's open. Touchdown! Liberty! How did that happen? The one guy in the building everyone knows it's going to. Uh-oh, miscommunication. Calvert trying to make something out of nothing, and he might! He's got a touchdown! A busted play results in 6. Witzer, he can throw it a country mile. Smith lets it rip. It is intercepted. It's over.
Liberty with a shocker in Waco.
And they keep it with James White, and James White to the outside, and James White inside the 10. Touchdown, Cyclones! Put them in prime field position and capped by James White. And they go with the onside kick. Can you believe that? He missed from 34 earlier. And we've got a touchdown game with major BCS title implications. They play their A game and we play our game, they're going to win. But something special is in the air here. And to the end zone. Touchdown! Albert Gary, special indeed. Who has 351 yards. This is the running quarterback with 351 yards. Reverses field and right open is White. Touchdown Cyclones! Whedon to start the second overtime. Ball's in the air and it is intercepted by Taryn Benton. Woody. Touchdown, they did it!
Virginia is going to be in the hands of Jarrett Brown, his backup. Vaughn Rivers. That's it from behind. Ball comes loose. Did Pitt get it? Yep, yes, they did. Holy cow. McCoy. First down inside the 5 to the 4. Nice hard run. Quarterback keeper Bostic. Touchdown. Lost his helmet, but got the ball across the plane. He doesn't care. No. Got enough for the first down. Brown. Fumble. That's a fumble. Lost the ball. That's a fumble. Pitt has it. And that's exactly what it means. The Panthers have delivered, but West Virginia's still alive. Fumble might have been the most costly of the night. Mountaineers have to reach the 11 for a first down. White throws it up. Incomplete pass, trying to get it up high for Wes Lyons, the big, rangy wide receiver. That's what they're going to do. Yep. Smart play. Just run the clock. Don't run out of the end zone. Over. The Pitt Panthers have pulled a stunning upset over the West Virginia Mountaineers and denied them a place in a national championship game.
He's got the keeper, all kinds of running room. Look, goodness. Ellison will go all the way for the touchdown. Nobody got close to the freshman, Kevin Ellison.
And there we saw, when you talk about assignment.
5, here we go with the second half. Little counter pitch. There's running room. And off to the races. McKinnon will be caught and knocked to the ground at the 9-yard line. Sneaks it. Touchdown. Touchdown. At least 4 settle for a field goal try. To the corner. McKinnon. Touchdown. End zone. Caught. No, it got away. It got away. Patton got a hand on it. The clock shows no time left, so it wouldn't matter if he'd have held on anyway. Georgia Southern has beaten the Gators.
Snap to Cooper. Give is Samuel. He'll break to the left and score. Josh Samuel.
On the measures, pretty. Okay. I don't know if it's,
Here's Cooper launching wide open touchdown. Ahmad Edwards. Here's Cooper, four-man rush for Florida State, going to cut it loose. Phil Johnson caught it inside the 10. Phil Johnson on his feet, he'll cut back, and Jacksonville State has won at the Horn. On the final play of the game.
He is missing some of the targets, but he remains optimistic about the offense.
Oh, another reception. This might go into the end zone. It does. Jalen Wood, a pick six for Middle Tennessee. What is going on? 2 passing attempts, 2 interceptions. One of them finds its way into the end zone.
No gloves, no pads or anything on his arms.
Nothing.
Split down here at the bottom of the screen. Cunningham has a receiver wide open. Hits him in stride inside the 30, and he stays on his feet. That's England Chisholm will score. DJ England Chisholm, 71 yards, his first touchdown of the year. And the Blue Raiders strike quickly.
220 or your 5'8", 190.
Just one of those 5'8", 190 guys, and he's making a lot of players miss. That's Jalen Lane, and he's got a lot of speed. Inside of Miami territory, inside the 30, inside the 20. Dragged down at the 5. Peason out of the backfield. Cunningham's going to take it himself inside the 5. He'll score.
Wow.
Canes bring just forward, get pressure on the outside. Has a receiver downfield and hooks up with him, and he'll score. Isaiah Metcalf will score for Middle Tennessee. Elijah Metcalf, 69 yards, 71 yards in the first half mark. Here come the Canes. He'll throw, and he'll go up top. Caught! England Chisholm for the second time today! Wow! A bomb to Chisholm. This one 98 yards.
When they're backups in the game.
Got Ferguson in there as a fullback. Peasant, did he go over the top? Waiting on the word from the officials. Now we get one from the far side official. Touchdown, Blue Raiders.
Most guys as big as Smith can't get the same area code, let alone have a chance. Play action, great fake, but the pass is going to be broken up and intercepted. Again, with the pick is second. He'll bring it back inside the 10, still on his feet at the 5, and he is into the end zone. No, they'll spot him down at the 1-yard line. And there's his 12th. Second effort is what did it for him. Able to break the plane to the goal, and the Warhawks are within 1. 3rd and 10. Kingsman Lancaster from the gun. Pressure coming. Able to elude it. Now he's going to throw it deep. He's got a man, and it is going to be caught. That's a great grab. Even the discussion of playing backups. To give up the middle to Goodman. He's going to break tackles, and he's going to get to the goal line and in for a touchdown. The ball came loose, but the signal had been made. It is a touchdown. That's the right call, too, because he had crossed the plane. Kinsman Lancaster, the quarterback, working from the gun. Blitz coming. Catch is made. First down, touchdown, ULM. Marty Humphrey on the receiving end as Prince Hall came free on the blitz, and Lancaster showing a ton of guts, Tyler Watts, and keep the hope alive. Wilson's pass deflected, incomplete, and Louisiana Monroe will take over.
Quadri Allison, bottom of your screen. Here's Peterman throwing again and has a wide open target. Able to hook up with Jamar Parrish. Peterman out of the gun. Fakes the inside handoff. It's a pitch to Aston. The fullback's in for the score. George Aston.
Number 35, George Aston, touchdown.
After the loss, 2nd and 12. Peterman with some pressure, able to dump it off and complete to James Conner. Wow, did they make that look easy? And Pittsburgh retakes the lead. He didn't like his arm work on the throws, but good footwork. Here's Peterman off the play fake. Again, throwing down the field. Little push off there, but Scott Orndorff has it. And he will go in for the touchdown. And that will silence the crowd for the time being. Wow! 55 yards on the score.
Do something, it might be the fullback Aston.
Off the play fake. Throwing, back of the end zone. Caught. Touchdown, it's George Aston. As correctly predicted by my partner. And Pittsburgh retakes the lead on 4th and goal. Hall is the setback to the left of Peterman. Option, shovel, Orndorff, touchdown. Pittsburgh. Second down and goal. Throwback, intercepted! Intercepted at the goal line for Pittsburgh. Salim Brightwell trying to go the distance, and he's dragged down from behind by Mike Williams, saving a touchdown. In a spot where really all they needed was a field goal. Watson throws his 3rd interception of the game. Gives him a fresh set of downs. Here's Connor. Turns the corner. Inside the 10, 5, touchdown! James Conner. And Pittsburgh is a 2-point conversion away from tying the game. Pitch to Gallman. Stumbles. Not going to get there. Not going to get there. Matt Galambos came up to make the big stop, the middle linebacker. And there's 58 seconds left, and Pittsburgh has that 1 timeout left to try to knock off number 2 at Clemson. On the way and good. Blew it, got it.
Wow. Post-game presser.
It's a ground ball of a kick to the up man. And they'll flip it around and try to get into the hands of Artavis Scott. And when he gets it in his hands, he's drilled, and that's your football game. And the Pitt Panthers pour out of the field. They have done the unthinkable. They have rocked Clemson's world and shaken up all of college football.
Talk about chaos.
1st and goal from the 9. Boy, a little razzle-dazzle. Pavia keeps it, throws to the end zone. It's caught. They're going to say touchdown, New Mexico State. Cordell David.
And they bring it.
Over the middle. Touchdown, Aggies. Star Thomas stumbles into the end zone from 17 yards out. Pavia to the corner of the end zone. Caught. Touchdown, New Mexico State. Eli Stowers with the reception. Six touchdowns against Hugh Freeze's Liberty Club a year ago. Here's Young. Cuts it back to the 5 and knocked out of bounds at the 2-yard line. It'll be 1st and goal for New Mexico State. 1st and goal, they'll give it to Young, and he'll break it to the outside. Touchdown, New Mexico State. Next week, a Conference USA game. Jacksonville State's having a great year.
They are.
But they're not eligible to play for the conference championship. So Liberty and New Mexico State for the Conference USA title in a couple of weeks. But right now, folks, they're going to celebrate this one. Their first ever win for New Mexico State against a Southeastern Conference club.
Left guard Earl Watford. There's a well-designed screen and some running room across the 30. 35 still going, 1st down and more. It's a race to the end zone. On his way is Sullivan, and he's going to take it to the house. Touchdown, James Madison. That covers 78 yards.
Wow.
2nd down and goal from the 7. Dudzik on the keeper inside the 5. Touchdown, James Madison.
A beautiful fake, and Dudzik took it into the end zone. In the second half, haven't seen much of Evans. Here's Taylor to the near side, intercepted. Tyrod Taylor picked off right in front of the bench for the Hokies. Interception made by Jonathan Williams, the weak safety. Second turnover of the day for Virginia Tech. Who had not showed the pistol offense until today. Here's Dudzik. It's a race to the end zone, and the Dukes have the lead. Scott just barely got it out, and a flag is down. And the ball is down at the 34-yard line.
That's it.
And this is going to go against Virginia Tech. That's it. James Madison has upset 13th ranked Virginia Tech in Blacksburg.
They have not had a lead this season as well. They might have one right here. Reaching for the pylon. Touchdown, UCLA. Quasi Gilmer stretches it out for the score. Situation on third down for the Bruins. Iamaleava going to try to scramble to his left, and now he'll keep it. Nico, first down and goal.
Get the quarterback.
Nico fires, end zone, touchdown. And it's Adi Malala. Or empty backfield. Iamaleava going to go deep. Double coverage, but it's there, it's caught. Quasi Gilmer. What a throw and catch. Will he use his legs here? Yes, he will. And he's in. Touchdown. Nico Iamaleava with a score. Javian Thomas leading the way. Iamaleava flushed out of the pocket. He'll use his legs again. And he's got a first down and a bunch more. A stiff arm. Nico still going. All the way down inside the 20-yard line. In the gun. Iamaleava. And he's in again. Touchdown. Ball came out at the end, but he crossed the plane.
Yes, he spun and then reached it out across the line. The same running play he scored in the first half.
Third and goal at the 7. Iamaleava scans the field. Nico's going to take off. Nico to the end zone. Touchdown. Final play of the game, barring a penalty. Aller, there's the hook, and the lateral, and the ball game is over. The Bruins of UCLA at home win their first game of the year.
Line of scrimmage.
LaRussa, another deep shot, and it is caught inside the 20-yard line. Ball comes out, but the catch is made. And LaRussa over the top again, testing those young.
Back to pass here with all those big bodies.
LaRussa to the end zone. It is caught. Touchdown. Duhart holds it in. And the Monarchs answer a Hokie touchdown with an ODU TD pass of their own.
Those are the little things that lose your ball games.
Jackson pumps. Here's a deep shot. Inside of 2 minutes it is. Intercepted, picked off, and a chance for a run back here. Back to the 20-yard line. Gerondo Hole, the redshirt freshman from Atlanta, gives the Monarchs the football with 1:39. On second and goal, LaRussa to the end zone. Caught, touchdown. Duhart holds it in with 7 seconds before the half. A PAT away from tying the Hokies. Senior Cox. High snap. Walking into the end zone. Blake LaRussa. Touchdown. Old Dominion. And the Monarchs are not going away against 13th ranked Virginia Tech. Fake it. LaRussa. What's the end zone? Fulgham. Touchdown. Old Dominion. Fulgham holds it in. And the Monarchs are a PAT away from tying it again in the 4th.
LaRussa hands off. Jeremy Cox, big hole up the middle. Cox goes barreling into the end zone, and with less than 10 minutes to go in Norfolk, Virginia, winless Old Dominion has the lead on 13th ranked Virginia Tech.
Plays you have to make if you're the Hokies.
LaRussa to the goal line. LaRussa, it is caught! Touchdown! Duhart, remarkable grab with a Hokie draped all over him. Duhart hauls it in, and stunningly, Old Dominion takes the lead again on number 13, Virginia Tech. From here, LaRussa, they're going to hand off, but you just have to take a knee here. Cox goes rolling. He wants the end zone. Cox inside the 10. He stretches, and he adds in an exclamation point for Old Dominion. Why take a knee when you can celebrate in the end zone? And the Monarchs are a minute 34 away from one of the biggest upsets in college football in years. 8 seconds away from being upset by a winless Old Dominion team. Willis, there's your exclamation point. It is in the books. Old Dominion stuns 13th ranked Virginia Tech. Winless in 2018, no more. The biggest win in Old Dominion Monarch football history.
The purposes.
Low snap for Rodgers. Rodgers scrambling around. He has some room to throw it.
There was a team favorite.
And now let's see if they can pitch it back. It's Thomas. Thomas should have pitched it back. And that's the ball game. And a huge upset here at Sam Boyd Stadium.